Okay, no talking, no pillow fights, and no reading under the covers.
But Mom, bedtime's boring.
Yeah, there's nothing to do but lie here getting bored.
Oh, hush. What about dreaming?
What about it? Dad says dreaming is a period of elevated brain activity occurring during certain sleep phases.
Elevated brain activity's boring.
What, didn't Daddy mention the Winks?
No, who are they?
The Winks are little creatures who live in the land of dreams. It's their job to make sure all your dreams are of the very highest quality. All day long they're tucked in bed, but at night, when you're fast asleep, they go to work. With their help, you can be whatever you want. A superhero, a robot, a beautiful fairy, or a clown. You can even be a monster.
Can I be a ninja?
Yes, but only if you're a nice ninja.
But Mom, sometimes I have a dream and it's not like that at all. It's scary.
Ah, well, those are the hoodwinks. They're the naughty ones. They make dreams too, only their dreams are horrid. Don't worry. No matter how scary it seems, the good winks always come along and put things right. They tell off the hoodwinks and chase them away.
But Mom, what if something happened to the Winks? Who'd save us from the hoodwinks then?
Sweetheart, nothing is going to happen to them.
But Mom, what if?
Well, you two would have to go and rescue them, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, you two, settle down now. Sweet dreams.
Night, Mom.
Oh, botheration! Where is that lazy good-for-nothing? Red Bear! Uh-oh. Look at them all, reveling in their dreams, wallowing in the sleep of the innocent, mocking me with their nighttime flights of fancy. You rang, Mr. Nightcap, sir? Threadbare, I am sorry. Did I wake you? No, master. Are you sure? You weren't just having a little snoozy-woozy? No, a great one. Good. That would be typical of you, indulging in your most basic desires for sleep when I need you to carry out my audacious and brilliant plan. Plan, master? Yes, alert the hoodwinks. I want them to kidnap all the winks and lock them up. Sir? You heard, Threadbare. If I can't get a good night's sleep, then why should anyone else? From now on, sweet dreams have been cancelled.
40 Winks is a platforming game created by Eurocom and published by GT Interactive Software in 1999 November for Europe and North America, and later re-released in 2010 for PSN. Now you might know Eurocom for being the people who gave you games like Hercules for PS1, Mortal Kombat 3 and 4 for PS1, Crash Bash for PS1, and Spyro Heroes Tale for PS2, Xbox and GameCube. Now while these guys have been around for a long time, at least back in 1988, they have now become a defunct company due to their later games in the 2010 era being unsuccessful. The publishers of 40 Winks, GT Interactive Software, also have some history, mainly that they are still around, however under a different name. GT Interactive is also defunct, but for different reasons. In December 1999, they later became part of a different company, named Infogrames. Yes, the same people who made Hogs of War. However, GT Interactive was mainly renamed to Infogrames Inc. That did not last long, however, because in 2003 they were changed again from being part of Infogrames to being part of Atari by being called Atari Inc. While both of them have had a long time history and while both now defunct, even under different circumstances, I'm sure you don't really care about any of that. No. You care about what this game is about. Well, sadly I got nothing for you due to the fact that there's barely anything to find outside of Wikipedia about the development of this game. I can, however, say that the intro to this game sums up basically everything about the story, about the game, and what you'll be doing in the game quite nicely and to the point. We have the two main characters, Rough and Tumble. You also have the Mother, whose face is never shown, only appears in his intro, and both her and Tumble are voiced by the same actress who voiced Eriko in Illbleed. As for Ruff, he is voiced by Mark Silk, who is the voice of Bob the Builder, Johnny Bravo, and Spectre from Ape Escape. The Mother basically explains the two characters that you'll be seeing throughout the game. The Winks, which are these small white Furbies which make up people's dreams, and the Hoodwinks, which are the same except they are evil, want to hurt you, give you nightmares, and are green. The point of the game is that you have to save all 40 Winks because a man named Nightcap doesn't want anyone in the world to have a good night's sleep because of the fact he himself can't sleep. He also has an accomplice, a living teddy bear named Fredbear, who will be a main reoccurring boss throughout the game. While the game looks pretty well made from the cutscenes, music, and design, when it comes to the gameplay, it's very poorly made. One of the problems for many people is how unforgiving the game is. While it gives you a lot of secrets and items, the game's difficulty and how much damage you get for getting hit by enemies is pretty bad, and it lets people giving up in frustration. The game is also confusing as it's never really clear what you are supposed to do unless you look at a guide or figure it out yourself. Now it's clear you are supposed to save the Winks, which is 2 in every level. However, in order to save them all, you will mainly have to be a completionist as you need to get a lot of items in order to save all of them. I will get to talking about that detail later, however. There have been people who's let's played this game and beaten it before. However, a lot of them have used save states and cheats and such, and have played this on easier difficulty. And almost all of them have also only played as rough. They've never played as tumble. This LP is different, however, for a few reasons. The first is that I'm not going to play the game on easy, nor am I going to play it on medium. For the sake of showing the game's true difficulty, I will instead be playing this game from start to finish on the hardest difficulty. Hard, obviously. Secondly, I will not be using any cheats or save states. I will play this game fairly in the way it's meant to be played. And lastly, as you can see, you have to choose between either rough or tumble to be the person you'll be playing as in the game. However, rather than choose, I'll be playing as both of them. What will happen is I will switch between rough and tumble from time to time to showcase areas that can only be accessed as either rough or tumble, as well as show off the two different characters' powers and their use in the game. However, for now, we will start off with rough. And thus the game begins. As you can see, the models in the game do not look anything like the cutscene. And look at him. Doesn't even have a mouth. There's a Mickey Mouse nose. Anyway, as you can see, we're in the bedroom. And there's nothing here. I mean, we can't do anything in this room, we just leave. I mean, there's Magic Land, ABCs, which apparently says cab. No idea why. It says cab up there too. I'm trying to see something that might be a common thing. There's also some star shutter here. And there's that shit too. I might as well show you the other character. Seeing as how she was in this bed, we might as well transform into her right about now. You might be wondering why the audio is missing and why I'm talking like this. It is mainly because the audio for this very clip has actually corrupted thanks to Vegas. So what's going on is that I'm saying that, you know, the model is not looking any different. Her moves are not different aside from a roll and aside from her scream, which you cannot hear, sadly. She is no different to Ruff, and what I forgot to mention is that her design is a bit different from Ruff, and she also has a teddy bear, and that's it. So back to Ruff now. And that's it for Tumble. We will right back to her later on, but for now, we'll stay as Ruff. Let's go in here to the tutorial room. Are we mates? Wakey wakey, the alarm clock. He's here to help us and give us hints and tips to help us through the game. Let's try some base moves. Okay. X to jump, really easy. Yes, very good. I can fight with the square button. Go for a free combo. Yes, we have. Press circle button to shoot. Don't worry. It's unlimited here, but it's not in the actual game. We can butt bounce, which is useful. It's not a form of attack. And if we move around whilst running, we can slide. This move is utterly useless. It does fuck all. Here's a few hints that we can use, which is just, you know, everything we can get. These are Z's, they are our health. These are moons, they're for this shit. There's these cogs, I'll explain those in the first level. And there's these teleporters, which do nothing right now, but we can use them to access other areas. And the dream keys. I'll explain those as well. And off we go because he wants us to fuck out of the toy room. And yes, this is what you think it is. It's a reference. The lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. So that's how I think it's spelt, or said, or whatever. I think it's the title. Anyway, if you go over here, we can jump onto this chair to save the game. Or just go near it. So, as he stares at you, you can just save the game. I mean, there's a lot. We don't need this. Now, I'll actually be using actual saves instead of, you know, save stating. That way I can be fair. Before you start thinking it, that save state from before was made to basically let me go back and play as Tumble for this LP. That's the only save state I'm ever doing in this game. This is the first level, Tock Manor. And as you can see, there's some holographic visions of the first winks we have to save. Like I said, it's 2 every level. So time to go to Tock Manor and begin. This is a horrid, haunted house where Nightkeep has hidden 2 winks. Be careful, things go bump in the night, like zombies. We can get 8 Z's here. We don't really need Z's right now. We can get dream keys. I'll explain the dream keys right now. Yeah. The dream keys we need entirely just so we can go to the next world. If you don't get every dream key, you are not going to beat this game. So make sure to look everywhere for the dream keys. Now time for the cogs. We need these to open doors. If we don't have any of these, we cannot progress through this level. We cannot progress through the game, and we cannot beat the game. Now these are our first enemies, spiders. Because we're playing on hard, these guys will take a few hits. On easy, they take about 1 or 2 hits. On medium, they take about 2 or 3. Here, they take about 4. There's 3 types of attacks you can do, and I just showed you it before. You ought to press square button, use circle button, use one of your moon attacks, your screams, or You stomp on them. I find the stomp does a lot better when it comes to attacking. You should keep the screams for when they're actually needed, and the attack's kind of risky on this difficulty, so we're not going to be using that much. And now here's the first actual enemy of the game. Aside from spiders, here is the hoodwinks. They can go down with 2 stomps. Aiming the stomps is really hard though, because they move around like that. Also, you move very slow. I want to bring that up right now. The controls really are so bad because you do move slow. Both characters are fucking slow. There you go. Let's hit this lever. And yes, those pearls are continue points. Let's hit this lever with our candle. I just want to bring this up. He's the only one that has a candle. I don't think Tumble has a candle. I just want to bring this up right now that I'm actually playing as Rough right now. I haven't played as Tumble yet. So, expect me to not know much about Tumble. This is acid. Instead of us just getting insta-killed by acid, we just lose health. And down here is a cage where we need 10 cogs. We have that, so now we can save our first wink. And I was not kidding when I said they look like fucking Furbies. Anyway, let's wait here for our platform so we can leave. Oh hey, another gym key. How do I get that without touching the acid? Jump now. Alright, let's continue on. Now that we got 2 dream keys and 1 wink, we can leave this area, go to the next one. We only have 10 cogs, so we don't have much. However, there's luckily this door, which leads to a teleporter. So now we're out here. We can push crates, you know, because that's needed. Oh, it's an enemy. Be careful of traps. And now he's a zombie. He goes down, so it's very easy to kill. Because the zombie has a lot of stun time compared to the hoodwink, who has none. So now we push this bastard here. Let's climb up these bookshelves, I guess it's a library, and get past the floating chandelier, or candelabra, and get these items. We need 20 cogs, so we need to find... Ah, there we go! A location for more cogs. Ah, crap, plat monster. Oh no! Ghosts! Oh, how are we going to fight them? We win. Anyway, all these chests have a cog, so just break them all. There's nothing else in this room except for cogs. Now we've got 20 cogs, let's go in this door. Don't trust that, it's a trap. Hit this button, and you can deactivate the trap. See? However, there's more trap here. So let's collect these cogs and go into here, which gives us our first special ability, the Jester. His attacks are pretty good. He's not the best character, but he is pretty good. I'll be thinking he just killed the fucking ghost in one hit. He didn't. The ghost just appeared. You might also notice that the Jester has a, well, timer. If you can count that as a timer. Your ability will disappear after a short amount of time, so either use it wisely, or find some collectibles that refill it, or go back in the box when it gets low. I should actually bring up that the button actually has a different color. This is pink, not blue. So yes, even the whole boy and girl colors have been changed. Even the star buttons are different. And in case you're wondering what it looks like when you actually do fall down, it's a spin animation to death. So nothing special about that, and there's no point to why that looks weird on the floor. However, I will go back to actually show you the one and only ability that isn't a ninja that Tumble has. Because that's in this box, and you get this ability on every single level. The fairy. The fairy acts basically like the Jester, like exactly like the Jester. The fairy also has a high jump and all. And I'm not kidding when I say this is the only other ability she has aside from Ninja. She doesn't have any other ability. She does not have super strength, which she can't break down floors. And she does not have a robot ability, which means she can't have double jump. And in case you're wondering, no, she can't fly, even though you think her wings would actually do that. Again, she is exactly like the Jester, so she's got nothing interesting. Sucks for her. Anyway, I just got the third dream key, so we can leave now. We now have 30 of these cogs, so we can go through these doors. We can also jump for these items. We'll have about 30 moons. Now then, instead of going that way, let's go up here. Got a moose shooting snot at me. We can dodge that easily. And we can go here. There's some cogs up here. And there's some moving platforms here. As well as some, you know, fall damage. Press the button. It'll stop everything for a short amount of time. Then everything goes back to normal. Now you can stand around and do nothing. Or you can jump for these. There is a certain spot you can stand under to get all of these. Except for one. For this one I have to be in the corner. Yeah, it's not working, isn't it? Alright, we jump for this one. That's 40. So we got all the cogs, right? Oh no, a chair moved. And there's enemies and fire. Yeah, the fire is really easy to avoid. Press the button over there, you can go in here. Then you can go up these elevators. Let's go to door number 1. A dream key. Let's jump over here and see what's here. Yep, it's a secret. There's 2 secrets in this level. Let's go in this box. To be a Jester again. We can leave this area by going in the painting. The reason for why we have the Jester is so we can get these. Now let's go back in here and go in the same painting over here for the second and last secret. Now these items, the RT items, are actually what you need to get a new life. Get 10 of them, you get an extra life. Fairly simple. There's really nothing else in this level. I mean, if we have a look at our items, we've got all the dream keys, we just need the last, well, wink. Which, luckily, is up here. There's an escalator up here, so let's take this. Move ourselves over here. Now, go over here first and hit this button. There's a reason. We don't need him. We're good. Move over here. This would fall, but because we hit the button, it'll stay like this. Let's get our last wink and end the level. So yes, what I just did there was 100% the very first level. Because the game demands you to do that. And now the winks are actually here. We can go through it. We can go through them, but they're actually there. So yeah. There's nothing special about that level either. I don't think there's any boy stuff in there. I'll check with Tumble, but I don't think there's any other, special little hidden extra there, so we're good. However, there is the next level, which is over here. To my left, there's this area, which is a bear. We're not gonna bother that area just yet. There's a witch here that does nothing. There's the Witchway Woods, which has 3 of these guys. There's some rare levels where there's 3. And then there's Creepy Crawly Cemetery, which has 2 guys. This level we're doing next time. So, that's it for this LP. It was kind of short for what I have, but I'm sure the editing will make it like 20 minutes long, which is the time I usually have for these LPs. So next time, the cemetery, and then that level over there. See ya.